guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So this is going to be a little quicker of a video. I got a lot of questions emailed to me yesterday about the Distress crayons. So we're going to do a couple things here, and then we'll move on into another video doing, more. Okay, so I was asked. I've done this before, making semi-permanent or non-permanent water-soluble things more permanent. So we're going to talk about that. What I did was I gessoed here. I know it's hard to see. Can you see a little bit? I gessoed here. This is just white paper, cardstock printer paper. This is just black acrylic paint because look, you can put this on paint too. And then this is texture paste. And what I'm going to do is do it across each one so I can show you. I don't have to do each color because obviously, they're all going to perform the same. Okay, so I'm going to take black for this. And these are the Distress crayons from, who are they from? Tim Holtz. Oh dear, this is Black Soot. I've not always been a Tim Holtz fan. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know that. However, lately, the Distress oxides I am in love with, and these Distress crayons, I can't stand it. I just went and bought 4 or 5 more of these. They're on clearance on Blitsy right now for $1.40, I believe. So I picked up like 4 or 5 of them. If you don't know what Blitsy is a arts and crafts online store that sell up to 70% off on all kinds of arts and crafts. They have all Tim Holtz stuff. They have Ranger, they have folk art, they have golden, they have Liquitex, they have texture paste, they have your glues, they have all your different brands of acrylic paint, all your different brands of watercolor paint. They have, what else do they have? Glues, paint brushes, oh geez, oh Pete's, paintbrushes, pens, markers. They have all your Copics. They have stamps. They have stencils. You get my drift. They have water bottles, to spritz. They have all those fun things. So if you're interested, the link is down below. Go click it, check it out, see what you guys think. And like I said, in the clearance section, or if you just search, you could just search Distress Crayon. Or if you are looking for something specific, you can just search in their search bar. And they get you, I ordered these yesterday. I ordered probably in the late afternoon, and they're due to come here Monday. So it usually only takes 2 days. I have not had any issues with their 2-day shipping. So anyway, and if you do order, let me know what you get, because I love seeing what everybody gets. Okay, so like I said, this is gessoed. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna go in just with this black, and I'm just gonna go like this. Now you can see with my finger how it spreads out real nice, right? And if I go on to just regular cardstock or paper, you're going to see it's not going to do that for you. As you can see, because it like sinks into that paper. Let me try. We'll just try with this. Now, if we wet this, and I'm just going to take a little bit of water on my brush, not a lot. I want it to be damp, but I'm going to take, you guys know, you guys give me such crap about the white school glue because I used to use it all the time, and I don't too much anymore. You guys requested a lot, but I do use my Mod Podge because I do love that. Okay, you can see now this dries clear. And again, this is on gesso. You might want maybe a different brush to kind of like scrub it out. Let's see. What kind of brush do I have here? A little thicker. Come on, baby. Yeah. And you see how it kind of spreads it out. Makes it a little watercolor. So you can definitely get a spread on gesso. Here, what's going to happen is, which happens a lot when you just use on regular paper, you can still see that down there where you scribbled. It's not going to really come up because it's already kind of embedded kind of in the paper. So that is what you'll get on adjusted. Now I'm going to use some red, just like that. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to clean it off. I don't want it too wet. This I wanted to show you how it spreads out. Now what I'm going to do is just go in with a little bit of the glue. You just need the teeniest bit. And let's say we're going to paint, you know, we have this in a heart and we want it to be permanent. I'm just going to add, and you'll go and add just a little bit of water. You don't want too much. You kind of want to dab off. We're dabbing today, Ange. I'm going in. I'm just kind of moving it around. And I'll go in with a little bit more, so I didn't put too much in. I'm just going to go right in there. Like so. My dog, I apologize. He's like, you're not paying attention to me? Okay, I'm going to go crawl on top of whatever I have over there. Magazines or fabric, who the heck knows with him. I covered my fabric because I get tired of them getting on there. I would like to crawl on some fabric too, but you can't. All right, and you see how I'm just kind of layering that, and we got that going, and then when that dries, now remember, these are going to be, they're distressed. They're not to be opaque, you know what I mean? Now I love this here. Is this going to drip for me? I want to see this drip. No. Just going to spread out. When I did the drip down, but it's already too dry. But you can see. Now I'm mixing some red in there. That kind of gives you like a, look at that. Ooh, I like that. I don't know color theory all that well when it comes to mixing red with black, but this is a nice purple. Look at that, what we just discovered. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there and quit playing because that's all I like to do. All right, so you see kind of where we're at. Like, remember, these are distressed. Now, you can obviously go back in. This is dry. And you can go in and color more and make it, you know, more opaque if you want that layered look. But I'm going to go in and look. I'm pulling water through. You can hear my brush on there. Now my brush is probably still dirty. But you can see it's not moving too much. So you can really, and you want to give it a time to dry all the way. I mean, obviously. But you can see it's not all coming off. So that is fun. But leave it dry all the way because that could, you know. Let's pick a different color. Let's pick this green. I don't know why I picked this green, but. And the same thing's going to go here. I'm just going to just give it a little circle. And you can see it's not spreading. A little circle. A little bit more. Still not spreading. And then I'm going to use some Mod Podge. And I have my wet brush. I'm just going to go in. You just want the littlest bit. A little bit of water. And we'll go in a little bit here, and I'll leave this soak for a second, and then I'll try here. Well, that one came up pretty good on the regular paper. Excuse me. So, hey. And this is Mod Podge, but that's not too bad. I mean, I can still see that color in there, but, I mean, hey, if you're doing mixed media like I do mixed media, that's not going to matter to you. Neither is that. Right? Okay, so now let me just... Since we spread this out, let me see. Look how pretty that came out. Not bad. All right, and that's with Mod Podge. So, doing good, doing good. I'll let that dry before I try, because like I said, you want to give it some time. Let's do some blue, and then we'll do over here, and then I'll be out of your hair. All right, so I'm gonna do blue on top of here. This is texture paste. It's hard to see. There you go. Okay, so you guys wanted to see it on some texture paste as well. So now I don't mind going in and kind of making this textured a little funky, but you know, because it's going to go in that rough. If you do, and some people do, go ahead on your mat, use a piece of wax paper. I have a video where we use wax paper instead of having a non-stick mat. Just, you know, you can only use it really one project, but use the waxy side and then you can go ahead and do this kind of thing and not have to worry. So if you do that, take your paintbrush. You want it wet, not too wet. You know, you want to dab a bit. Oh, Ange, I'm really dabbing today. Okay, so then go ahead in and lay that on your paintbrush. Okay, and if you want more, depends on what you want, what you want. Okay, and you see, we're gonna go in. You can do a little bit of, you know, a little bit more water if you want. Depends on what the consistency you want. And then go in and look. Look at that. That's going in on your texture paste. So it is no problem. You don't have to be concerned, because that was the concern, that you're going to go in, like I said, you might see me do this, but you're going to go in and, you know, ruin your crayon. See, I'm just going a very light, but again, it gives texture to the crayon. And if you're using it, you know, in ways, I'm not dirty, I'm dirty, I'm messy. I don't have patience. So to me, I'm like throwing everything, you know, like, let me just do this. But this, like I said, and you still have some more there, you just wet it, because when it dries, let's say like, oh no, the kids are going to be home in 2 minutes. I got to hurry up and go get them off the bus. If this dries, when you come back, you can, if you didn't use glue. If you use glue, which, let me see, what glue do I have gesso. I'll use a little bit more school glue, just a tiny bit, and then I will do a tiny bit more. If you do this, because I just used water the first time, go in with that little bit of glue, right? Just dab it in a little bit and use that with just a little bit of water. And it could be Mod Podge, whatever you have. And then you can go in and you see it's the same thing, same color practically. Remember, I put a little bit on there after, but look. And then when it dries, it'll be almost permanent. Don't expect, you know, complete permanent. I mean, you can, you know, but like I said, leave it dry. But look at that, you know? And if I forgot to do it and I want to, I could just take some of that white glue and just do it over top. It's not going to matter because it's on the textured part, you know, if you are able to do that. So that is with that. Now, I want to try on black. This is just black acrylic paint. I don't know. We're going to try it. Let's see. I saved the two brighter. This is Twisted Citron, which is one of my favorites. I was like, I wish I would have ordered another one of these. Okay, we want to see how these come up on black. And you can see. Okay, that's the Twisted Citron. And then this is the Antique Linen. Oh, I like this color. Oh, poop. I wish I would have ordered more. Okay, so there we go. And we're going to go in same way. I've got my brush cleaned and I'm damping and ending, it. I'm going to do one with the Mod Podge and then one with the school glue. So let's go with the green and the Mod Podge. Just a little touch of water. Now you get that green hue, but it's definitely being taken away. I mean, look at that. That's on regular paper. This is on your gesso. It's not what I really wanted. Let me put some of this here. Just to get a little bit more. And I'm not going to add any more water or glue at the moment. Let's see if we can get this a little brighter. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, you probably won't see me using this so much on black, but I understand the want. And there you go. This lighting is like driving me bananas. But look how that black and red dried. So pretty. All right, but that's that green. And like I said, you can see it's pretty, you know, but it's not showing up too well on black. That's all right. I'm gonna rinse my brush again. I'm gonna dab it so it's almost dry. I'm going in for some white school glue, just a little bit. Dab off a little bit there. Now I'm going in. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not, I mean, you know, I don't know. But you can see it's a little bit more. It's a very light color, obviously. It's a distressed antique linen, but I mean, that's not, I mean, that's not too bad. It just looks like it's like white watered down paint, you know. I mean, there's a place for it, I'm sure, somewhere. So the last thing I'm going to show you, I just want to close these because I will, if you've been watching me for a while, you know, I will drop everything. I'll knock one thing over and then 20 things end up knocking over. But I want to mix a color with white to show you. Now, white obviously is going to change the color a little bit because you're mixing a opaque white in with it. I'm going to go in with some of the brown, and this is Vintage Photo. And I'm going to take it over here next to it. Okay. I'm then going to take my brush, clean it off. I don't want it too wet. I'm just going to really, you know, get a lot of that water off. I just want it so the paint's a little wet. And I'm going to turn my brush and then I'm going in. Now look what we have. We have shading if you want to do a face. And we'll do it on the gesso here. Look at that. Now that's going to dry, you know. So let's do, I don't think it'll show up on here now. The white paint obviously is very, look at that. Look at that. So I love this color. I tell you, this and the other, oh, I gotta play. I have an idea. But yeah, so this is great. And so you're mixing it with white paint. Now, if I do some red, and this is, remember the candied apple. Same deal, gonna make sure my brush is clean. Gonna dab it till it's about dry. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the white paint. I'm going in, and then look, we have a pretty rose color. And let's go here. Look at that. And if it's, you want it lighter, just go get more white. Maybe you want it like a, look at that. Look how pretty. Not bad. Like I said, this is on non-gessoed, and this is on gessoed. Oh, I could sit here and play for days. I'm not going to bore you any longer. But one thing I am going to do is I'm going to try to adjust my color so you can see it a little bit. It's kind of bright, and I don't know why it's doing this to me. If I hit this, what's it gonna, it's just gonna darken it. I mean, that's a little better. I think you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, see on that texture? So it definitely goes on that. This is the black. I'm not real impressed with that. This is the non-gesso, just regular paper. Not too bad. And then here is the gessoed, which is probably the way to go. And I'm more impressed with this than anything. So if you want to make them more permanent, you definitely can. If I hit them with my gun here, I don't know if I could dry them as much as I want to dry them, but we shall see. These ones are definitely drier. Oh, I love that pink. Oh, I love it. And I love the antique linen. Oh, I love it. Okay. The excitement is too much for me. All right. So if I go in, let's say I'm going in, and I got my paintbrush, and I'm dabbing it off. Let's see here. I'm going in with my wet brush. So it's a little bit, but not much. So when I go on, as you see here, it's not coming off a lot. So that's a win. If I do this again, try one more. Let's try on here. You can see it's not moving. Not moving. And then we'll try it one more time over here. See, that's dry. And it's not moving. So, sorry, my camera's moving now. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. This gives you a lot of options that you can do. And like I said, now you can't leave this dry because we're mixing it with the paint, and the paint obviously is a permanent thing. So when this dries, it's going to be permanent. You won't be able to re-wet it. I mean, you can try, but I don't think it'll do anything. But yeah, this is like really cool. Just playing with these and seeing what you can do. And if you're doing your art journal or an ATC and you want, to try a different kind of thing, this is great. You can use it, like I said, so it's water soluble, or you can use it to make it permanent. So let me know what you guys think. Keep sending me the questions and the little things, and I will continue to do them for you. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Please share me around. I really appreciate it. If you are interested in following me on any of my other social media, the link is down below in the description, as well as the Blitzy link will be there too. And at the end of this video, probably popping up about now, will be the video to where we did the art journal page with the Delusions paint and Distress crayon and Distress ink and oxide. So go check that out as well if you have not already. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoy my videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Always be kind to each other because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Can't remember if I said that. I will see you guys later. Bye.